So can you raise your eyebrows for me? Okay, that's good. Okay, now give me that smile as best you can. That's good, that's good.
Isaac Hughes is unable to smile, no matter how hard he tries. The 9-year-old from Mold in Wales is one of just 200 people in the UK with Moebius Syndrome, a rare neurological disorder affecting the cranial nerves that causes facial paralysis.
To us, it's always been clear when Isaac's been happy or smiling, and people make assumptions based on the fact that, oh, obviously if you look like that then you must have cognitive issues, and that's not the case. And Isaac's a bright little boy.
As a baby, Isaac struggled with feeding and was diagnosed with Moebius Syndrome at 6 months old. As he got older, he was unable to develop speech, and sign language was a challenge due to a lack of muscle tone and small hands, common symptoms of the syndrome. But that didn't stop Isaac making himself understood.
Even though he couldn't speak, he found ways of telling you stories, he found ways of communicating that were so innovative. I mean, if somebody put a mask on my face and then taped it up as well, I wouldn't be able to tell you a story, I wouldn't be able to communicate, but he could do that, and he was really good at doing that, wasn't he?
Yeah, really good lateral thinking for different ways of talking about things.
Very, very clever at the way that he communicated the story, and that was fantastic.
It wasn't until he was 7 years old that Isaac said his first words.
If you'd have asked me 2 years ago if Isaac would ever talk, I would have said probably not. And it's only through really, really, really focused hard work that he's got to the point now where he can talk.
Now happily settled at a mainstream school, Isaac's speech is progressing well.
And I can usually make out what he says. And then I help him talk, like if he says it wrong, I help him pronounce it properly. And then I help play with him and stuff and help translate if somebody doesn't understand him. What do you want to do when you're older, Isaac?
Football, no.
Why?
Because I love football.
Who do you want to play for then?
Leicester.
Well, are you good enough?
Yes.
Smile surgery is one of the options open to Isaac. He's come for a consultation with surgeon Adele E. Fatah, who is setting up the world's first centre for clinical excellence for Moebius at Alderhay Hospital.
On the one hand, I can definitely see why parents would want to make the decision and have surgery early. It's for those who may have specific problems such as bullying at school, wanting to get a job where they're out in the public. On the other hand, there are other parents who think, well, I love my child the way they are, and if they want it doing, I will let them make that decision when they're older.
The surgery is usually performed either by connecting the mouth to working muscles in the temple or by implanting a small piece of another muscle, usually taken from the thigh.
It's a huge operation, so we're not sure whether we'll go down that route. It's not necessarily a natural smile because it's more of a mechanical smile. Being a parent's hard, but being a parent to a child with a rare condition where there isn't the general information or knowledge out there is that much harder.
Keen not to rush into surgery yet, Kerry has set up a charity to help parents in a similar situation.
In May last year I set up Same But Different, which is an organisation that uses the arts to create awareness of the people behind disability. We concentrate on rare diseases, and what we use is photography and try and capture the essence of the person.
Although realistic about the struggles that Isaac will continue to face as he gets older, Kerry and Phil hope he will continue to live a happy life.
Yeah, I suppose I just want Isaac to lead a normal life really, and just do everything the same as everyone else really, just be as normal as possible.
He is going to have difficulties, but ultimately he is Isaac. And I want him to be proud of that fact and proud of what he's been through and what he's achieved so far and what he'll carry on to achieve. I just want him to be happy in his own skin, and that's the most important thing.